This is the Self Storage Podcast, where we share the knowledge and skills from the industry's leading investors, developers, and operators to help you launch and grow your self-storage business. I'm your host, Scott Myers, and over the past 16 years, we have acquired, developed, converted, and syndicated over 2 million square feet of self-storage nationwide with the help of my incredible team at selfstorageinvesting.com, who has helped thousands of people achieve greatness in self-storage. Hello, everyone. Scott Myers here, and welcome to the Self Storage Podcast. And today we are launching a new style of episode. We're going to begin offering a Follow Me Friday series in which we're going to attempt just about every Friday, but don't hold me to it. We're going to go through what we've done for the week as a team, and in addition to what I am doing individually, because we have so many people that have asked, hey, or said, Scott, love the podcast, love the interviews, who you're bringing on, the things that you're teaching, but they want to take a peek behind the curtain and say, what are you doing? What have you been doing this week? How are you actually walking the talk that matches up to the podcast? And so we're going to begin doing this on Fridays. And by the way, applause. Absolutely. So here's what we're going to do. Another reason why I wanted to do this as well is because there's a lot of bad advice out there, and we've been at this for a number of years. And I look at the forums. I'm on some of the bigger ones, which you know and have seen in self-storage and in real estate, and I find myself now becoming somewhat of the watchdog, if you will, the policeman, because there's a lot of bad advice being given on the industry and just in general that I don't agree with. And so our goal here has always been to not only help people become successful in self-storage, but also to keep them from making big mistakes. And we're seeing just a lot of bad advice out there. There's a whole lot of folks that consider themselves experts now because they've done one or two deals, and they've done it in this booming economy over the past several years, which most people have been successful. They got a huge wind in their sail in their back. But we've been at this for 17 years. We got 2.5 million square feet. We've done 15,000 doors nationwide, and this is our third recession. And so we felt that it was probably imperative that we get this, combat this bad advice, and also make sure that people are on the right track so that they can become successful in this business. So these sessions are going to be unscripted. I'm going to be working off my notes because I don't even remember exactly everything that we did in this past week because we do a lot. We're moving pretty fast, but I just want to hit on some of the highlights, and we'll kind of dig into each one of those. And the goal of this, folks, is not only to just listen to what we're saying and on our podcast and on our YouTube channel, but watch what we're doing. And so we're going to start showing you that a little bit more, so that you too can go out there. And I'm not saying you model what we do, because we're operating at a little different level, and we're growing at a different speed, and everybody's business plan is their own business plan. But I think it'd be helpful for people to just see where we feel the puck is going, and how and why we are skating to it in Wayne Gretzky parlay. So with that, this past week, we were in Phoenix for our Self Storage Academy. And those not familiar with our Self Storage Academy, it is our 3-day event. This is our flagship education product, if you will, where for 3 days, my team gets into a hotel room, and we talk about nothing but self-storage. This isn't a pitch fest. There's no other gurus that come in. I don't even consider myself a guru. I'm an investor and an educator, and that's what we do for 3 days. We drill down at really kind of a 201 level. It's a beginner's course, but at really a 201 level, how to go out, find, negotiate, underwrite, and purchase deal, including deal structure, finance, and manage self-storage facilities. So we touch on the 5 major food groups within what it looks like to get into the business. And we do it at somewhat of a high level, but we do get into some pretty hefty tactics and strategies onto what exactly we're doing and how to get into the business. So excited about that. Glad to be live again. Also back in Phoenix because it's warm there and it's not in Indianapolis where I live. But then also we had about 50 folks that joined us there, and several other folks that are taking it to the next level and joining one of our mentoring programs, which we're excited about as well. And I have my 2 oldest kids are in college in Phoenix at Grand Canyon University. Shout out to GCU. So always good to be back out in Phoenix to see them as well. After that, flew directly to Orlando to meet with my partners in our fund, the Tricor Fund, which we're raising $25 million to buy nothing but to value add self-storage facilities. So we had a day and a half of masterminding and going through just exactly laying out our strategies for not only properties, but also our equity raises for this coming year and the fund. And while we were there, the staff wrote up 4 letters of intent on existing facilities, which we're pretty excited about as well. We have a development project also in Florida, in the greater Orlando market in Weeki Wachee, Florida. And my partners and I have been working at this project, this development project, for about a year, and finally broke ground. So we're extremely excited about that, and moving forward, and should be within 11 months have that facility open and leasing units. We also signed the work order for the initiation of our redevelopment project, a conversion, if you will, in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. This is going to be a little bit different. It is a conversion of an industrial building, turning it into self-storage and also co-working space as well, and some maker space, which the city has been interested in. And so pretty cool project, which we'll share a little more on later. We also got our appraisals back and our broker's opinion of value. We have a 3-property portfolio that we're going to be putting out into the market within the next few weeks as well. So going through that with a fine-tooth comb, making sure that nothing was missed, so that we get the valuation that we want as we introduce it to the market. Also, one of my partners closed on a wholesale deal that I'm involved in as well. Earned a $178,000 wholesale fee, and so we love the wholesale fees. We've created this incredible community. If for those of you that are not part of it yet, where we have an incredible amount of deal flow. There's a lot of work being done from a marketing standpoint, not only on our end, but of the folks in our community to find these off-market deals. And if there's one that doesn't fit somebody's particular buy box and their acquisition criteria, well, we don't just let it fall off the desk. We share it with the folks that are in our community. So a lot of off-market deals, a lot of pocket listings from our brokers. We are the organization that is not only teaching people how to do this, but the most active in the market, bar none, as a community. So if you're not getting access to deal flow and you haven't joined our community yet, I strongly suggest that, because even if something doesn't fit, you can earn a $100,000, $200,000 fee just sending it back to our community when somebody else buys it. We are also building out our new assets on the passive investing side. And by assets, what I mean is branding, our pitch decks themselves, the ways, the website, and the way that in which we communicate to the passive investing community on how they can come and partner with us. And so looking forward to a refresh on that, but also taking it to the next level. We are also putting the pieces together to start and launch a crypto fund to invest in real estate. So tokenizing our syndications and taking a different approach to it, tokenizing our self-storage facilities and syndicating it a little bit differently by way of a crypto fund. So more to come on that as well. Also went to Kalamazoo, Michigan, drove there with my wife and my daughter to not only visit our facility, meet with the manager, go through our expansion plans at our second phase of expansion at that project. It's an industrial warehouse, actually 2 of them. And we're going through the next phase of a portion, converting another portion of that building into self-storage by springtime. And just couldn't be happier with our manager there and the job she's doing in the facility as well. And then drove over another hour to see my dad and my brother, which is always good to get back to Michigan to see Dad. We have now set the dates for our next house build. So for those of you new to our community or new to us and what we do, our business is our mission. We help people to achieve, their dream lifestyle business by getting into self-storage. That's the education side of our business. And for passive investors, we help them create wealth with self-storage, which is the safest asset class and the asset class that produces higher and better returns than any other asset class out there. But also, our mission field is taking 10% of our profits and building houses in Mexico and the Dominican Republic. We've been doing this for a number of years. We built 18 houses up to this point, and we're going to be building 2 more June 10th through the 13th. So if that's something you're interested in, head on over to selfstorageinvesting.com to learn more about that. And so that is the place as well to get plugged in. If you are not a member of our community, head to selfstorageinvesting.com. Pull down some of our free resources. Take a look at our live events that we have coming up. And also for those that are already in the business and operating at a higher level, take a look at joining our mastermind. This is an exclusive mastermind, not just by words like some of the other folks out there, but this is truly a mastermind of A players where we have access to capital and deal flow in a community that is greater than anything else out there. So we would love to have you join that. That is by interview only to this exclusive group. So if that's something you're interested in, we'd love to have you join that as well. So with that, gang, we are moving forward and we are moving fast, and we couldn't be more excited about 2022, and we would love to have you join us. So continue to follow us here on the podcast, and definitely follow us on Fridays. Follow me Fridays to learn more about what we're doing, and look forward to seeing you all and hopefully getting involved with you all very soon. All right, make it a great one. Take care, everyone. Hey gang, wait, 3 things before you leave. First, don't forget to subscribe to the Self Storage Podcast and turn on your notifications so you never miss another episode. And while you're there, please leave us a 5-star review if you like the show. Second, be sure to share your favorite episodes and more via Instagram, and don't forget to tag us. And lastly, head to the links in the show description and hit the follow and subscribe button on Twitter and Facebook to get a front row seat as we grow and scale our business and bring you along with us. Take care.